All right, what's up guys? Welcome. So this is really just a 3D sculpt and chill. This is an older project that I did a few years back. One of my favorites. I actually have the 3D print from it. Shout out to Medium Master. This was before I actually started 3D printing, but very cool that I was able to get this printed out. I actually can't wait to start printing again. I think I want to get a Elegoo Saturn 4 Extra or Super or Ultra. I think that's what I want to get so I can start printing again. But anyway, so I really like this character and I wanted to just retouch him a little bit. So I brought him back into Nomad. He was actually 5 million. It was super high. So I just fixed a few things. Oh, I see. I have to fix the eye. So I've just been fixing a few things on these sculpts that have needed to be fixed. I don't know how I missed that. I don't know what's up with this, but that's the good thing about things being matte black, is you don't have to worry too much about the details because you're not really going to see too much. But I don't know why this is it's being such a butt monkey. Okay, that looks all right. So the first thing I want to do is add the eyes. I had eyes drawn on, which I don't do anymore. Also, I think I might have to just replace these eyes. I'm actually not too... Let me see the wireframe. They're probably going to be jacked. I don't know if quad remesher will even help me out. Let's see if I do 8K. I turn the wireframe on. I mean, they look pretty good. I just don't like when I bring it over into Blender and then it becomes like blocky. I hate that. So let's add, so here's the eyes. Let's go ahead and add some new spheres. And we're just going to do black, glossy. Let me make sure post-process is off. Okay. Oh, also, what is this anti-alias thing? I can't tell if I always have that on or off. It reduces flickering when you are moving the camera. I guess we'll leave them on. I did a backup of my old iPad, and a lot of these files are just like backups from an older version. So some of the settings are just... Also, I had no idea what I was doing when I was making this. Like, I was literally just sculpting. So here's the round eyes, but I think I want to give him... These are how the eyes looked on the original. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. That's kind of cool, but it's going to be a bit hard to do, I think. I just want to go with the thin eye like this. I think that looks cool. I would mirror it, but the mirroring is a bit off. I don't know what's up with that. But this, he went through a lot, so I guess I kind of understand it. So I'm going to validate that. And I'll clone it and just manually bring it over. Try to make it look decent. The biggest thing with eyes is you don't want them right in the middle. You want them like favoring each other so they look straight. Like when we look straight, our eyes are slightly crossed. They're never actually they're not individually looking straight from the eye. They're looking sort of crossed, but not that crossed, just like slightly. I also wanted to play around with I clone this and I turn it, it gives us that cool, that old nifty, cool looking X, which is also kind of interesting. And I kind of love it. Okay, so let's name this P1. We gotta get the files together. So let's name this P1X. So this is going to be P1. I'm going to clone it. rotate it. Oh, that rotated nicely. And this will be P1X. Or P2X. This should be P2, so I don't get them confused. For pupil. And I'm just going to nestle them. Okay, eyes. That looks good. I'm going to take all these, I think, and I wonder if I can just bake everything. Okay, main body. Teeth look good. Random lights. Lashes. All right, these two I'm just going to join and decimate. I don't know what these two lights are, so I'm going to delete them. And I got mad camera views that I'm also going to delete because I don't need those cluttering everything up. So let's save. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to do for this rascal, so apparently I broke everything up. Or I broke up most of the things. But I still think I can get some interesting details. So I'm going to add a layer and move it down here. And let's do yellow darker. So let's actually see if this works. So I'm going to make it darker. Oh no. I have no idea what happened. I think I just recently saved it, didn't I? Alright, well let's just close it and then open it back up and see if it opens. Okay, good, it opened and it saved. I don't know what's up with that. You saw it, right? It wasn't me. I don't think I did anything. Okay, so body, next yellow. Oh, that layer isn't there anymore. Darker. Daka. So we want to put it above the yellow. Let's see if we can save this. Paint. Let's just see if we can paint. Okay, good, we can paint. So I don't think symmetry is going to be helpful here. Nope. So we'll just take symmetry off. And we'll see if we can just add some darkness. Oh, I should probably make this a little darker, huh? Wait, is that on the green? No, it's not. Okay. Could probably make it a little darker. But I always add this to my sculpts. I always talk about it. That's going to be an issue there. I feel like this is going to, yep, I knew it was going to paint over that. Makes it a little difficult when things are just in the way. And I'm hoping that this will smooth out decently. It's kind of high res because I didn't really know. I wasn't really good at optimizing when I first started out. So it's not really that well optimized. I probably could decimate it a little more, but I don't want to mess up the paint paint job as it is, so I'll just leave it. I should probably do around here too. Oh no, I can't. Cool. All right, so let's see how this smooths with smoothie. That's smooth with 0 intensity. It's not great. Let's see what happens if I decimate this again. So I just decimated down again. It still looks fine. Let's see if I can smooth it better. I feel like it's not really smoothing any better. I'm surprised. I'm on the right layer. Okay, so sometimes if it doesn't smooth, let's see if the mouth smooths at all. Well, the mouth smooths a little bit better. I'll just smooth what I can for now. If I need to smudge, I'll smudge. Smudge is like a bootleg smoothie. Smudges a little bit, but it moves everything around that it's not really that great. But sometimes it's like, it's better to like at least have a bit of a gradient from smooth. Takes a little, like, it's a little finicky, but whoop. Like that. It's a little finicky, but okay, so let's take this and like lower it a little bit. That looks okay. New yellow. Okay, so let's add on top, and let's just see if new yellow, green, new yellow. Yeah, we'll just add a layer on top, and let's see if we can adjust the green at all. I'll bring it down a little bit. Oh, I didn't realize the roughness was, what's up with the opacity? So I'm just going to try and oh, I'm still on smudge. What are we doing, bro? It's a little tricky because of that area right there that's still yellow, but I'll just try to color it dark. Oop. Gotta love those accidental undos. Let's see how this smooths. It's not bad. It's going to be a little difficult, and I really don't feel like tracing all the lines in this, so I might just do some of them and let the rest go. So I smoothed it a little bit. I'll do the same thing over here, mainly because of this weird spot here. But I'll just color that in. Try to trace this down without getting it on the hands. The curve always makes me go off of the line at that one spot. I think we'll have this go under the leg, and then it can sort of fade out. I think that's good. It's fading a little better over here too, so that's good. I want to make sure that I keep this part nice and dark where that light yellow spot is. And I think I want to bring this all the way up. Oh, wait a minute, I'm missing something. Whoa. I had a, oh, that's why. I'm missing, there was like a lip. I had a lip. I have no idea what happened to it. Well, I'm gonna have to do it again now because I had it, but I don't know what happened to it. It's not hidden anywhere. I must have deleted it and not realized it. I was wondering why this was so light here. Okay, so it looks like I have to do that again, so that's okay. Okay. All right, so we'll just kind of loop this. Yeah, when I made this, we didn't have all the options we have now for the tube tool, so it's kind of cool to work on older projects. That, and I just didn't really know what I was doing. Maybe I should just bring this one all the way across. Because I don't think symmetry is going to work anyway, so. So I'll bring it to here. And I have snap on, so that's why it's like sort of staying. It makes it easier until I'll turn it off when I want to get a little bit more detail, but for now it's good because it helps me not have to worry about where this thing is going. Okay, it's actually pretty good. I could probably make the whole thing a bit smaller. And then just continue to adjust until it's in the crevices. So I don't know if you follow me on Facebook or anything, but I've been really looking into Blender computers. And it's crazy because everyone, why is this part being the most annoying part ever? Everyone has a different opinion. I think I know some specs. I know a few numbers that I think will work, but it's hard. It's really hard. Okay, do I need to add another? Yeah. But I think I'm going to go with Intel. This like looks a mess. I feel like it keeps changing. Like I feel like I had this fixed. I don't know if I'm going crazy, which could be a possibility. Okay, so I'm going to change the radius so I can just adjust all of them. And let's change them to black so I can really see what's going on here. I'm going to turn snap off. That way it's just going to move freely instead of being constrained to like the surface. Actually don't know what to do with. God, they always slam the door. I don't know, I just don't slam doors. And I couldn't imagine slamming the door, knowing that people are like right so close to me. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Ooh. Just want to move it up so at least the teeth look like they're coming from okay. Happy with it, happy with it. Oh, I need to make this little end piece. I think that looks good. Let's validate it and see what it looks like. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. Looks good, looks good. Okay, cool. So this is going to be BLK lip. And I don't know why it's so huge. It doesn't have to be. How big are these? I guess we'll leave them for now. Okay, so everything else looks pretty good. Got a little ambient occlusion there. And you know what else would be nice? Let's take, you know what, I think I have some weird lights. Weird light colorings. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was definitely having a good time when I was making this. Does he have nostrils? Are they dark? Okay, so they are pretty dark. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a shortcut. I'm just going to add... Should I do a plane or a sphere? I'll do a sphere. I'll just make a matte black sphere and it'll look like the negative space. I used to try to paint inside, but that can be like just so finicky. I'm going to clone and bring one over. And honestly, like that's pretty good, but I'll use drag. I'll use drag and just kind of like stretch it out a bit. So then we have that like dark negative space. Okay, so on the body, let's just add another layer. We'll take this color, we'll make it darker. I wonder if symmetry will work. Oh yeah. We'll make it darker still, and hopefully this smooths out okay. Oh yeah, that smooths out just fine. And as I'm doing that, maybe I'll paint some here. Kind of smooth that out as well. Crease. Tap here so we have stroke painting on. When you can see the color there, that means I'm using the crease tool, but I'm also seeing and I'll use the smooth to kind of get those crevices nice and crevicey. And then I'll use paint, and let's paint up the inside of this. Maybe a little bit under the eye. Okay, I probably should have did this on another layer, not gonna lie. I definitely should have done that on another layer. Let's do it. I'm gonna bring these two layers down and add a new one, and then do this on another layer. That's the right way to do it. And the reason why I'm doing it on a new layer is because then I can control the opacity of just this layer. Because as you saw, like I thought it might smooth out well, but it really didn't. So now I can smooth. And I can also just take the layer and bring it down. So we'll bring it down to about there. Paint. Let's bring this down and add a new layer. Ooh, that smooths out really nice. Ooh, I got really excited. Real excited about that. Okay, symmetry is still on. So hopefully this is doing its symmetry thing on the other side. You never know. But I think that looks good. Oh, I also wanted to, let's go ahead and bring those down. I'm happy with that. We'll add a new layer. And I was thinking about gotta be careful there. Turn symmetry off. I was thinking about just adding like a darker color in the middle here, just to add some variance. Let's see how it smooths. Doesn't smooth too well, but we did it on a new layer, so we can adjust it. I'll take smudge and just kind of smudge it a little bit up here so it's like could probably do, you know what might be kind of cool? If I use clay, oh no, not clay. Where's like a stamp? Stamp, what's my stamp looking like? Alpha is this, if I scale it up, I think it's a circle. Oh, I saw it. So I'll press that, I'll turn the intensity up and turn it down. Turn symmetry back on, because this is symmetrical. Can even turn it, maybe this a little bit darker. It's kind of interesting. Kind of makes it a little like lumpy. And maybe I don't have to, actually I like the symmetry of it, even though the symmetry is about to break up. But I even like it if it's not symmetrical. Like it's kind of nice just to add like some texture. Because why not? Oh, and I was going to say this before. Let's add, I don't know if these are a little bit lighter. They should be. So let's make it a little bit lighter. And maybe we can just add some like right on top of these. Oh, you know what? I think those are clay. Not a bump like that. It looks more flat. So I think it might be clay. Oh, I like it, but it's not that clean. I know. Trust me, I annoy myself. Oh, that works better. Just make the brush smaller. Okay, I color this a little bit of that lighter color. I probably could have just painted. Let's try it. I don't mind a little bit of a painterly touch. I don't mind that at all. Oh, okay, and part of me wants to, let's go to yellow. Let's add, and let's go above yellow. And take this and just darken it up a little bit. Sometimes I get nervous that I didn't set my focus. It's like my worst fear. We might be able to use symmetry there. You know what? We can just lower the layer. So let's see. Let's do these two, these few. Nope, symmetry's off. So we'll turn it off. Or I should say symmetry doesn't match. These are super dark. I knew I was going to go over the hand. Okay, I'm just using paint, so I could protect the hands with lasso. So I'm just lassoing the hands. And let's get a little bit of a move on here. Sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I didn't do so much detail. Just smooth these out. Get them looking a little dirtier. And then we'll lower this. Just to add a little bit of that difference there. We'll clear the layer. And you know what else I might want to add? Even on the eye, I'm going to add a new layer on the eye, and I'll take the color of the eye and make it a little bit darker. Do X-ray. And I want to add the shadow in. Can add some on the bottom as well. And this should smooth nicely. So then you have a little bit of that shadow there. I love it. I don't even need to. I'm gonna leave it, actually. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, part of me wants to take crease. Now I'm just getting kind of crazy. Let's take this color, make it a little darker. I don't know how this will look. Wait a minute, crease. Oh, we're on some weird layer, aren't we? Let's add a new layer. Oh, I must have some other, actually, I don't know what's going on. Can't really see what I'm doing. So I'm a little confused. Wait, what did I hide? How did I hide it? What are we doing? I don't know what this game is, but I don't like it. Kind of cool. I definitely don't feel like making this like all the way down or anything, but I think it is kind of cool. What do we think? Should I leave it or should I take it off? It looks cool there. If I could do something cool like going down, if I could do symmetry, but since I can't, maybe I can just leave it, and maybe I can just kind of smooth it so that they're there, but they sort of fade away. It's kind of cool. And there's something else that I just thought of, so I'm going to add a new layer. I'll make this a little darker, and I think it would be kind of cool if the tips, symmetry is only going to last me so long, so we'll just turn it off. If the tips are a little bit darker, let's see if they smooth. Oh, they don't. Let's see if they smudge. The smudging doesn't look good, so we'll just delete it, I guess. That would have been cool. I think it would have been cool to have the tips a little bit of a darker color. But I think that's good. It's definitely much better than it was, because it was pretty bad. There is still a lot of details that I can maybe put in with crease, only because I don't want to spend forever on this. I'll just make sure that I'm on a new layer and see if I can hit some of these details with a crease. Just to sort of add some depth. So you see here I'm using the darker green, so it's just going to add a little depth to some of these crevices. And you can take smoothie, which is smooth with no let me know what I'm saying. Smooth with no intensity. Such a butt monkey. Okay, so I'm going to save this. Looks good. And I'm going to send it, it's like way off axis. I don't even know what axis it is. It's so bad, I'm just going to stop it. Okay, let's put on the grid front. Let's put it on orthographic front, so you can kind of see the grid. Let's I'm just gonna go ahead and lower. Oh, this is the eyes. I'm gonna lower that. Yep. Take the main body and just lower all of these into the base. Black lip, teethies, spheres. What are these? I don't even know what this is. Oh, that's the nose things. So we're going to join these, and these can be decimated. They don't need much. And we're going to join that to the lips. Join. And the lashes we can also join to the lip, because those are all going to be matte black. So you might as well put them all together. Main body. Okay, so everything else is good. I'm going to take these lights and delete them. I'm going to save this. So let's do front. We can see the grid. We see the red line. That's obviously the floor. So I'm going to select everything and move it up. Where's the crosshair? It's so hard to see. I like this paint, this pink, but I want to be able to see the grid. Okay, so the crosshair is here. So when I bring it over, that should be the center. So that should be where it spins. So I'm thinking that's pretty good. So I'm going to save, I'll just save this as Gharial Blend for blend. Okay, that's saved. Get rid of this ugly grid. And let's take a look in post-process. Why not? A little preset. Oh, I don't even have any lights on. Look at that. So cool. Very cool. We'll save that since it... Oh, actually, we won't save it. Let's just get rid of these lights. We'll get rid of the lights. We'll put on the ambient light, the environment, just so I can see it. And I'm going to... I think all of these should be baked. I always bake before I bring anything into Blender. So I bake the eyes, the main body, all this stuff I want to bake. Make sure everything's baked. And then select it all. And export GLTF. Export this to my computer. Because I have the old edited file of the video that I did. So I'll be able to plug I'll be able to plug the Blender version at the end, so that video will look way cooler because it'll have the Blender turntable.